Greetings, blade fans. This old sword is back with you. We've got a special today. This is a White Mountain Knives exclusive version of the Artison Arion. And the Arion being a mythological horse. You can read up more about it based on that. This is a design by Cerberus Designs. And it comes after the original, which came out in S35VN and Coral Micarta. Burgundy kind of. But look at that. Same blade, except 200 for this titanium and micarta version versus 85 for the all micarta green olive drab version, and it is in their special Artisan Special AR RPM 9 steel. Same exact blade. Looks like same thickness, pretty much. A bit lighter, it would seem. We'll do the weigh-ins a little bit later. Easily finger flicked, easily thumb rolled. Your only opening method is the slot, but works perfectly for either of those. You can flick it with the thumb too. Let's see. A little more difficult to get the energy behind it on that side. I prefer to just kind of roll it out, but should you want to, you can flick it out. If you like middle finger flick, however, that's the way to go. Deep carry clip. And it is inset into the handle, unfortunately, only for us right-handers. Well, I'm really a left who converted for knives. Nice jimping on this, and let's do some quick measurements. They're going to be identical, except for maybe the weight, to the original Arion. We're going to call that 8.3 inches overall, with a blade of I'd say 3.6, thereabouts. I think the specs are calling it something different. Let's look at the specs. Yeah, I may be off from the actual specs. Pulling it up on White Mountain. You can get this in a couple different flavors, by the way. Yeah, they're calling the blade 3.81. That's interesting. Let's do that again. Am I getting 3.81 out of this? Well, maybe if you go down to the area just past the choil, but if you go straight to the handle, you're not getting 3.81. Sorry about that. But you get a healthy, we can call it a 3.65. How about that? It is a thin knife. And we'll do the rest of the measurements since I embarked upon that. Handle's going to be thin. What? Can't be. Come on, handle. Gonna have to zero you out. That was the problem. Yeah, that's more like it, but look, still thin. 0.43 on the handle. And blade stock in millimeters, 3.1. Weight, nothing wants to zero for me today. We'll see if this is the magic time. Yep. So 4 ounces, 4.05. Not bad. What do we get on the original? Actually lighter. Yeah. So titanium's making it like 4 ounces. Yeah, scant difference, slightly heavier, because we've got nested steel liners in this budget version. Thin liners as well, by the way. Let's get Mr. Scale out of the way. Start sounding like Mr. Rogers. Okay, so we got a really nice micarta going. We have, as I said, relatively thin liners, but you know, everybody freaks out when they see thin liners. Like, oh my God, you know, it's not going to hold 500 pounds on the back of the blade. Well, you can't hold 500 pounds in your hand. At least most humans can't. Maybe an ape can. No offense if you're a human that can do that, by the way. Action on this is nice. If you can get over the detent hump. Always going to get my fingers in the way on that spidey flick. So, no flipper, no thumb studs, strictly the opening hole. Nice finish on this, got a little oil there, but had a hard time getting you know, any oil marks off of this guy because it's got, I would call it a satin finish. Pretty bright satin finish. And one thing I missed, we've got a lanyard pin buried in there nicely. Do we have it on the original? Yes, we do. Except on the original, we've got the branding right on the back spacer. Whereas here we've got the Artisan logo at the head of the slot. We've got the Cerberus Designs emblem there. And we've got a serial number, believe it or not, 1843P on this one. And the steel AR RPM 9. It's getting some good reviews, by the way. I know Jared over at Neves Knives, he likes it. And he is the sharpening guru. So if he likes the steel, it's got to be good. It comes through with, however, a hell of an edge. And got about a 3/4 high flat grind. Nice light pocketable knife. If you don't mind it not being a lefty, it deep carries. Got flat head screws and a recessed clip. Can't ask for more than that for a folded metal clip. So quick comparisons for size to Benchmade Griptilian. It is longer than the Griptilian by a good 3/4 of an inch maybe. And against the Ontario Rat 1. Ontario edges it out slightly. And somewhere here I got a Benchmade Boost. And the Boost is ever so slightly longer. A little longer blade there. Slightly. So a good, thin, light, large size EDC knife, I think this would serve you well. Got an excellent blade shape, that spear point blade, that drop. Really nice. They hold the thickness out there. It's quite a thick, well, at 3.1-ish, it's not thick stock, but they really maintain the thickness of the steel. So you don't have a delicate point. Not at all. So there we have the White Mountain exclusive Arion, Artison Arion folder, liner lock. Hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe.